What's up, baseball card people? I'm going to show some of the cards I sold in my eBay store yesterday, and then I'm going to talk about Ali Reynolds and Mickey Lolich and some other great pitchers who are in the Hall of Fame. First up, this 1961 Baseball Scoops Mickey Mantle. It's got paper loss on the top and bottom corners, but still a cool card. It's Alex Bregman autograph. It's a 2011 Topps card. I'm not really, or Bowman Topps, but I'm not really sure what the set is, but it's numbered to 199. Nice card. That's Gem Mint 10. Lance Berkman rookie. I don't know if he's going to make the Hall at some point. Gem Mint 10. Heritage Chrome Jordan Hicks, numbered to 699, just got traded, so I guess somebody's collecting Jordan Hicks cards. I had somebody buy a nice group of cards, including this 54 Luke Easter, this 55 Camilo Pascual, 49 Bowman. This is Herman Weimer. 53 Bowman Color Ray Boone. 53 Bowman Color, Mel Clark. 52 Bowman Walt Masterson. 52 Bowman Bob Hooper. 52 Bowman Jeff Mapes. 52 Bowman Howard Fox. Then two bigger ones. 52 Wheaties Stan Musial, just authentic because of how it's cut. I had this one graded myself. And this interesting card, a T206 Jake Feister throwing. It's poor grade 1, but I got this as part of a small collection on eBay, probably for about $5 or $10, and paid to have it graded. Sold it for about 90. It's kind of cool. Then 75 Nolan Ryan, 56 Jim Pearsall, 97 Bowman Chrome Andrew Jones, new Hall of Famer. A Topps, what do they call this? Platinum anniversary Chrome Juan Soto, numbered to, what's that, 499. Don Maynard, 67 Mickey Lolich, unfortunately just passed away. Set that to the side. 56 Randy Jackson. A 71 American League Rookies. It's a high number card. 56 Monty Irvin. 2 1990 The Rookies. Donruss The Rookies autograph cards. Mike Hartley and Mike Munoz. Any day you can sell some 1990 Donruss cards is a good day. We'll finish up with basketball. Dr. J. So earlier this week, I sold a 1951 Bowman Ali Reynolds. That made me think about this book, The Last Golden Age by Harvey Fromer, which I think I read back in high school. I think it was probably from reading this book that I learned about Ali Reynolds, and I remembered that from selling the card, and how he was the ace pitcher for the Yankees on teams that won 5 consecutive World Series from 49 to 53. The main pitchers on that staff, other than Reynolds, were Eddie Lopat and Vic Raschi. Here's Ali Reynolds and Vic Raschi. Whitey Ford's, this is a 55 Bowman Ali Reynolds that I've got in my store. And 52 Topps Eddie Lopat that I keep in my collection because I like the colors of this and I like the look in his eye, like he's ready to throw a fastball by anybody. And then here's a 55 Eddie Lopat in my store too. Whitey Ford's rookie year was 1950, but he was in the military in 51 and 52 and wasn't back with the team until 53. And this card was issued. That's in my store too. Reynolds threw 2 no-hitters in 51, which is still a record he shares with Nolan Ryan and several others. And his best season was 52 when he went 20-8 with a 2.06 ERA and a 1.19 whip and led the American League with just 160 strikeouts. He was a 5-time All-Star and finished third in the MVP voting in 51 when Yogi Berra won. It's a 56 Berra, but it's got some paper loss. And then Ali Reynolds finished second in the MVP voting to Bobby Shantz in 52. Here's a 53 Bobby Shantz that I've got in my store. Some people argue that Ali Reynolds should be in the Hall because he was such an integral part of one of the best teams of all time and pitched in big games and the World Series. But the highest voting percentage he ever got was in 1968 when he got just 33%. He did get within one vote in the 2009 Veterans Committee ballot when Joe Gordon got elected. The three other highest vote getters that year were Wes Farrell, Mickey Vernon, and Deacon White. Not exactly a stacked ballot, but White eventually got in. He's a 19th century player. He was later elected in 2013. But Ali Reynolds got me thinking about other pitchers who were great winners and have a significant place in baseball history, but somehow quite aren't good enough for the Hall. Then Mickey Lolich passed away this week, and he's another one of those pitchers. Lolich, of course, is known for his great performance in the 68 World Series, in which he won 3 games and was awarded MVP of the series. He finished second in the Cy Young in 71 and third in 72, and finished his career with more than 2,800 strikeouts. Both Reynolds and Lolich were great winners and considered two of the best pitchers of their eras, but not good enough for the Hall. I think that makes sense. Reynolds finished with a WAR of just 25 and Lolich with 47. I think this shows that their best seasons were really good, but their seasons that weren't so great weren't good enough. And in Reynolds' case, his career was a bit too short. But this got me thinking about other pitchers who are even better than Reynolds and Lolich, but still aren't in the Hall. Lolich's teammate, Denny McLain, of course, won 2 Cy Youngs and an MVP, and the series with Lolich in 68. But McLain's career was cut short, I think, for personal reasons, and he finished with only 19 WAR. Ron Guidry won a Cy Young in 78 and was on Yankee teams that won back-to-back series, and he finished with 47.9 WAR. This is an 81 Fleer auto that I've got in my store. Orel Hershiser won a Cy Young in 88, helped the Dodgers win the series that year, and finished with 56 WAR. And Brett Saberhagen won 2 Cy Youngs in 85 and 89, and helped with the Royals win the World Series in 85, and finished with 58.9 WAR. I also wanted to show this. This is a sheet of Orel Hershiser cards that I took out of my binder from when I was a kid. Binders that I haven't totally broken down yet, but classic junk wax era kid collecting. Those are my Hershisers, and here's my Brett Saberhagen page. All of these pitchers were great winners and have places in baseball history. Most won Cy Young awards. The award wasn't around for Reynolds to win, but he probably would have won in 52. And Lolich finished as high as second. So, like I said, some of their careers were cut short by personal problems or injuries. But that's a lot of Cy Young's winners not in the Hall of Fame, which seems unusual to me. And I haven't even mentioned Kevin Brown or Louis Tiant. They never won Cy Young awards, but they both have WARs over 60. This is a Louis Tiant auto in my store, 67 Louis Tiant. And this is a 70 Louis Tiant that's in my store. It's an OPG. So I went out and counted the number of Cy Young winners between 1950 and 1999 who are in the Hall compared to the number of MVPs between those years who are in the Hall. 54% of MVPs are in the Hall, whereas only 34% of Cy Young winners are in the Hall. A parallel fact is that the average WAR for Hall of Fame pitchers is about 73, whereas for hitters it's only 60. Seems like we're holding pitchers to a higher standard. I understand that pitchers like Reynolds and Lolich and Guidry and Hershiser aren't as great as Maddox and Seaver and Spahn, but it seems like the middle class of Hall of Fame pitchers is too small, especially when compared to the middle class of hitters. True, multi-MVP winners like Roger Maris and Dale Murphy and Don Mattingly aren't in the Hall of Fame, and I won't even get to players like Harold Baines and whether he should be there, but Brett Saberhagen's WAR is 58.9, and Dick Allen's is 58.8. And Oral Hershiser's WAR is 56, and Joe Gordon's is 55.6. And Ron Guidry's WAR is 47.8, and Jim Rice's is 47.7. Now, I think Dick Allen and Joe Gordon and Jim Rice, are deserving Hall of Famers. And I'm not saying every pitcher who crosses the 50 or 40 WAR threshold should be in the Hall. But we're talking about Cy Young and World Series winners who don't get much mention when we talk about Hall of Fame snubs. I just like to see the pitchers get a little more Hall of Fame love. Most of these cards I've been showing are in my eBay store. Check them out if you're interested.